in disbelief, I think, as well. As far as moments go, Rio, you were up in the commentary box when that Harry Maguire winner went in. Where does that rank for moments here at Old Trafford? That was just special.
I've never seen anything as a spectator. Once I retired, I ain't seen anything like that. I've not been involved in the game, punditry, in doing the comms. It was just an amazing thing. We saw so many fans leaving when it went to 4-2, and you thought, you know what, this is over. I said in commentary, it's going to take more than a miracle to get back in it. Well, now I'm actually a believer, because that was outrageous.
It was absolutely unbelievable, Paul. We were watching it from just behind where Ruben Amorim stands on the touchline. When the first goal went in, when Bruno scored the penalty, you felt that there was belief there. But did you at that point feel a winner was going to come?
I did, yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, because...
Don't lie, you didn't. You couldn't have believed that.
Honestly, Rio, you've seen special things happen at this club loads of times, and I think back to the Ole Gunnar against Liverpool. It reminded me slightly. I know it's only 2-1, and this was 5-4?
Yeah.
Lost count. It was 5-4, but I just always feel once you get one here, you've got a chance. You're playing against 10 men as well. Maguire up front, they don't know how to do that. Do you know what? I actually didn't think that was a penalty. I know the lads up in commentary saying there was contact, but it wasn't enough contact to go down. Casemiro does really well to buy that, and obviously with the contact, the VAR have to give it them.
Just to set the scene of how incredible this was, there was only 6 minutes of this match left to play, and Manchester United needed 3 goals to win it. Bruno Fernandes, in that pressure moment, Rio, he knew he had to score that penalty to keep his side in this.
Yeah, but you wouldn't want anybody else picking that ball up and slotting it in the back of him in this Man United team. He's somebody he does things in games that kind of blow you away, and you think, wow, it takes your breath away a bit. And today was no different in that respect. But when the pressure situations come, you want him in and around it. And again, the cute play there and the actions of Casemiro you see to get that penalty was great. But then again, you're just throwing it up there saying, listen, Harry Maguire, get up there, cause havoc. He done it in a game not too long ago, by the way. Yeah, Nottingham Forest. So you know he's capable. And he went up there, but Kobbie Mainoo's finish as well. That was an exquisite finish. The composure, how calm he was in that situation when you know the pressure's on. But I said in commentary as well, this is an area in the football pitch where I feel he's probably at his most comfortable. When he gets it in, we saw it at Wolves in a Man United shirt here, chops back. Again, clear HD, 4K you see in the game in them moments.
That's the position he has to play for me, Rio.
Yeah.
I don't think he's quite got the energy to play in a 2 midfield. There's too many spaces to fill. Yeah. I think in that number 10 role, that advanced role, he has got real quality. Look at that.
The guns are out though, look. Wow.
And Rio, you just said to me and Paul when you got down here that you didn't know they had a camera on you up there.
No.
It was great to see your reaction.
No, I didn't. Yeah, Rio didn't have a camera on him. Come on.
He didn't. I mean, what an incredible moment. That made it 4-4.
Here he comes.
And here comes the Manchester United manager.
That he occupied the 2 centre-backs. He sort of had them. He nearly got took down for the penalty as well. You don't have to be everything as a centre forward, but you have to be something, and that's what Hoyland can't find at the moment. He's nowhere. And Maguire was such a threat. He was, I think, the same against Notts Forest a couple of weeks ago. So, yeah, I mean, it's not the ideal tactic, but United found a way to win tonight, which is incredible. And the fact that they're still in the tournament, they've still got a chance to qualify for the Champions League, and they're still putting in performances like we've seen tonight blows my mind. Like, tonight was just a complete seesaw. I didn't know what was going to happen.
I know. And we have to sum it up now.
Yeah,
so we're going to take a quick break and we'll try and sum up. Is you don't write them off, Richard. They did it in style in the end.
They did. They kept coming back. There was a moment when I thought that's like they'd hit proper rock bottom. They didn't really have any sort of hope left for them. But they managed to do it, like the great United teams of old always managed to do it. And yeah, it was a famous night, I'd say, at Old Trafford, and it could be a huge night for Amorim in terms of going forward for the club and the expectations and the desire to go and win a game. When they needed it, they did increase. Shay spoke about the tempo and the intensity that they played at. They improved it and they got a result of it. So hopefully now they can see that as a template and they can start to play football in a little bit quicker than they have been in recent weeks.
And you'd almost forget that they were 2-0 up at half-time.
Yeah, I mean, he praised them all the way through the half-time break, and then they come out in the second half, missed a couple of opportunities, and then just seemingly fell apart. I mean, to lose 3 headers in your own penalty area with, well, I suppose, yeah, all 3 centre-halves there in the wrong position, all missing out, and they conceded the goal.
Yeah, and this is the second goal as well. It was well taken, Shay.
Yeah, Look, actually, they've conceded, I've just wrote down, 10 goals in the last 3 games. So you're not going to score 11 goals like to one. You know, they've just been... Defensively, they're so poor. I mean, we said this at half-time, their best form of defence is attack, because defending, they can't defend. They're all over the place. Lyon, I don't think, are a brilliant team, if I'm being brutally honest. But again, they scored 4 goals tonight. It was just madness. The defending was really, really poor.
And the fact as well that Lyon, they went down to 10 men, and I suppose it didn't even look like it at times for United that they had that advantage.
No, it didn't at all, because... You know, we were saying, when we off air, don't it, who's got the man sent off? Fofana came off the bench. This guy was really quick off the bench, and he was a big plus for them. This was Cherksey with the strike. You know, Fofana was very direct with his running. You know, again, you look at the defending; they're falling over each other. And then, you know, Cherksey has a bit of calm, takes a nice first touch, second touch, and then whacking the bottom corner. It's a brilliant finish from him, but. You know, the United defending is so bad, isn't it?
Yeah, this is why this system doesn't work. They can't decide who makes the tackle. This is the same again. I mean, this is hopeless, where they're all making mistakes one after the other, and Fofana in and around 4 players. This has to be stopped at source. It has to be dealt with the header from Euro. It's not good enough. Casemiro's layoff's not good enough. And then defenders getting in one another's way. Very good by Lacazette. He took it really well. And at that stage, that was it. Night was over. Fans were leaving, and United were out of competition. So how they got back into it is beyond me.
It is. And when you look at Newcastle as well at the weekend, and the goals they conceded against Newcastle, like it's pretty similar.
Yeah, this is the thing. It's like, I don't know what Casemiro and Ugarte or whoever it is in that centre part. There needs to be someone who's nasty, who makes fouls, who stops the game and interrupts it.
A Richard Dunn.
Roy Keane probably. But they need they don't sense danger a lot of the time. They just allow it and they go, oh well, the next line will stop it, or the next line will stop it, and inevitably they don't, and he ends up in the back of the net. So that's a problem he's got to solve.
Well, Shay, let's take a look then at this incredible comeback for Manchester United. It was Bruno Fernandes with the penalty that really started it off.
Well, this went to VAR, actually, and I thought it was. I definitely think it was a penalty for me. I don't think this is the best actual angle, but you can see Casemiro gets the ball just before him, and then the defender kicks the bottom of his foot. The ref didn't give it on the pitch, but I think his VAR companion in the thing we give it to him. And again, it's a brilliant penalty because it's a real pressurised situation. And you mentioned Bruno before the break. You know, this season, if one player stands up in a Man United shirt, it's the captain, and he was, again, pretty instrumental tonight in everything good they did.
Yeah, and this was the equaliser then.
Yeah, again, Bruno's at the heart of it. He builds it up, but this is brilliant from Mane. We've seen him, I think he scored against Liverpool, maybe a goal similar where he curled it into the corner. And it's late in the game, and he still has the composure to do it. It's fantastic goal. And I suppose he came on as a centre forward and ended up back in his normal midfield role, and just by arriving in those